Alrighty guys, welcome back. We're going to be doing an inside the box deep delve into legendary Black Panther. So this is obviously, as you can see, a small box expansion for the Marvel Legendary System. Obviously dealing with Black Panther and his allies and enemies and all kinds of cool things. So we're going to open the box and see what cards are in here and what you get. So hopefully this is something that if you're interested in this, you'll find out what comes inside the box. All right. So first things first, we need to bring this over here where we can actually see what's inside the box. All right. Welcome to the newest legendary expansion, Legendary Black Panther, T'Challa, the rightful king of Wakanda and world-famous adventurer in leading the Wakandan royal family and their incredible allies into the world of Legendary. This 100-card expansion includes new schemes and skill-testing keywords for a whole new game experience. King T'Challa and Queen Storm call upon the mighty might of Wakanda to combat the forces of evil. Not only but Wakanda, but for the entire planet. The fate of the legendary world depends upon how you choose to play the Black Panther expansion. Wakanda forever, my friends. Alright, so let's get it open and see what we have. Alright. Alright, so obviously cards, little insert. The box is not going to make it. Hey Tim, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. So, Legendary Black Panther. We have the Black Panther symbol. We have ambush abilities. Black Panther and White Wolf have mastered the pouncing attack of their animal namesake. Storm, Shuri, and Okoye are also full of surprises. To represent this as a new ability to the set, some heroes say things like, blah, 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 ambush, draw a card. This is similar to how a villain does its ambush ability when it enters the city. Putting wounds on villains. Multi-class cards, empowered, okay, throne forever. All right, I was just looking to see. All right, so let's open our decks here and see what we have, shall we? This should be a good set, says Tim. All right, let's see. I don't know, we'll see. I mean, they're probably all good, but let's see what we have. So we got 4 schemes. Looks like we have some mastermind tactics for Claw. We have another mastermind tactic for Killmonger. Then we have a villain group. All right, I was just trying to separate those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so let's find out who we have in this group. So we have White Wolf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have White Wolf. All right. Just gathering all the cards. Good characters should be part of this set. All right. Let's see what we have here. So we have White Wolf. We have Aoki. Okay, we have Aoki. We have White Wolf. We have Princess Shuri. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. We'll look at the individual cards here in a minute. We have Queen Storm of Wakanda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then, of course, we have Black Panther, King Black Panther. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so let's look at their individual cards, kind of give you an overview here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 common cards. He has the Ambush, Rescue a Bystander, 1 resource. Costs 2 to purchase this card. Give the Throne's Favor. Gain the Throne's Favor. If you already have it, you may spend it to gain +2 money. So there's 5 of those resources. Then we should probably find out again what the Throne's Favor does. Whoever holds the Wakanda throne or the favor of its monarchs can direct its vast power. This is represented by the Throne's Favor. Some heroes say gain Throne's Favor. When this happens, take a nearby object to represent the Throne Favor, like a coin, token, or whatever. There is only ever 1 Throne Favor in the game. If any player or mastermind already has the Throne Favor, you gain it, and you take it from them. When ability tells you to take the Throne Favor, you may take it. You cannot leave it where it is. Some heroes say things like, you can spend extra blah blah blah. Okay, so it's basically an invisible force. You can just take it, earn it. So this card costs 2, but it's going to earn you 3 money. There's 5 copies of that card. And he has semi-rare card. There's 5 copies of this. Vibranium Claws. 2 attack plus. And another one of those attack ambushes. You get +2 to attack. If you play another card with that symbol, you can see all those cards have that symbol as well. Does this one have that symbol as well? Yes, it do. So all of his common cards have that symbol, which I can't remember if that's the... I call it the brain symbol because it's the head, but I have to remember what the name of that is. Intelligence or whatever. So if you have that, if you play that card, ambush, you get a +2. So this card is basically a 4 attack. If you can play that symbol, costs 4. And then if you play the brain symbol, you can gain the Throne's Favor. Again, all that with the Throne's Favor. If you already have it, you can spend it to gain +2. So that's nice. Then he has the Heart-Shaded Herb. Heart-Shaded Herb. It's a 5 cost, 3 attack with the Ranged Ambush keyword. Go to the top card of your deck, draw it or KO it. So that's a nice way to cull your deck a little bit. And also has the range keyword, gain the Throne's Favor. If you already have it, you can spend it. Look at the top card of your deck, draw it, or KO it. 3 copies of that card. And of course, the Master card, Unite the Tribes of Wakanda. It's 0 money, 5 attack, but it has the ambush +1 attack for each hero class you have. This one has strength and whatever, so he's gonna have all the different classes. He's got the range keyword, he's got the brain, he's got the tech keyword, he's got the physical, and he's got the other one. And he also has this one. So he's got all of them. So, yeah. So you play another card from this set that has that Black Panther symbol. You can ambush and get +1 attack for each hero class you have. And also gain the throne favor. If you already have it, spend it to gain +1 resource and +1 attack for each hero class you have. Costs 8. That's a nice group of cards. That's definitely one to put in the books. Intellect, it might have been. All right, so now we go to Hurricane Winds. Queen Storm of Wakanda, 2 resource, no attack, but there's an asterisk here. You may move a villain to an adjacent city space. If another villain is already there, swap them. And then if you play this, the red symbol, whatever that one is called, you can get empowered. So that's cool. 5 copies of that. She also has Torrential Downpour, Queen Storm of Wakanda. Again, with this, I should probably learn the actual terminology for those symbols. Where the hell is it? Where the hell is it? I was gonna get the old book out, but now I don't know where it is. Where's my... that's alright. I'll do it later. The blue, I'm going to call it the blue. Ambushed. You get empowered by blue. Empowered again. What does empowered do? Represents heroes and villains who draw power from ambient energy, technology, and superpowers. Some heroes say you get empowered by blah. That means you get +1 attack for each of those symbols you have in your headquarters. Oh no, you get +1 attack for each symbol card in the headquarter. On Villain and Mastermind, empowered by tech means you get +1 attack for each tech card in the headquarter. As heroes enter and leave the headquarters, an empowered card can get stronger or weaker. You only check the attack bonus at the moment you play an empowered card, or at the moment you fight the empowered enemy. So it's based upon how many guys you have in the headquarters. That's interesting. Okay, that's neat. I kind of like that. What else do we have here? Forked Lightning. 3 attack, wound enemies in the rooftops and bridge. And then if you have the red and blue, gain the throne's favor. If you already have it, you may spend it to wound the mastermind twice. Putting wounds. Some Wakandans have been inspired by panthers and wolves to stalk their villainous prey. They wear enemies down by harrying attacks, slashing claws, and wounding before closing in to finish them off. To represent this, a new ability in this set, some hero cards say things like Wound a Villain. To do this, put a wound on a villain from a wound stack or from the KO pile. A villain gets a -1 fight for each wound it has on it. Then the villain is defeated or leaves the city, return all wounds it has to the wound stack. If a villain has 0 attack or negative attack, they don't disappear automatically, but you can fight them during your turn by spending 0 fight. If you fight a villain with negative attack, you won't get a refund. Okay, so basically a wound kind of damages them. I mean, it makes sense. It's a wound, right? Let's see what Thunderstorm Tempest with the blue ranged icon. 5+ attack. Choose up to 3 heroes in the headquarters. Put them on the bottom of the hero deck. And then if you played another Black Panther card, gain the Throne's favor. If you already have it, you can spend it to get empowered by red, then get empowered by blue. So she would get bonuses for red and blue. Get +1 attack. So it would do 5. But if this card was in there and this card was in there, that'd be +1, +1, +1, +1. That'd be +4 for each one of the reds and the blues. That would be pretty good. And all her cards are all red and blue. So she's all about getting empowered with the red and the blue icons. That's pretty cool. I like that. Alright, so we looked at him. We looked at her. We'll get to the villains here in a second. Let's see who else is in this. Princess Shuri. Princess Shuri. She's got obviously the Black Panther logo. Then she's got some tech. Then she's got the blue. She's all about drawing a card to ambush. Draw a card. Then drawing a card, and then getting empowered with the tech. Empowering with the, I think these brown, black ones are tech, I believe. So she's got 5 copies of that. She has Kimoyo beads. Kimoyo beads. You get empowered by the color of your choice. Gain money instead of attack. Oh, so she can choose red, blue, purple, green, whatever color she wants to be empowered by, and she gets, instead of normally you get plus fight, she gets plus money. So that's kind of a cool. 5 copies of that. Then we have the Shocknet. Princess Shuri. It's got the blue. 3 attack. You may put a card from the headquarter on the bottom of the headquarter deck. And then blue, you get empowered by the color of your choice. So play a couple of these blues. Get empowered. Cost 6. And then her master 1... Welcome to the next Black Panther, Princess Shuri. 3 resource, 3 attack. If you played a Black Panther this turn, each card entering the headquarter also has ambush. If you have any card that shares a color with this, +2 attack. So, alright, interesting. We also have White Wolf. Alright. So White Wolf. Red to recruit. Red ambush. Wound the mastermind. 3 cost. And then if you played a red and any villain or mastermind has a wound, you get +2. So that's kind of interesting. Then tech, ambush, wound a villain. Tech, wound a villain. And then red and black. Black Panther, ambush. You may KO one of your cards. And then Black Panther, if a villain or mastermind has any wounds, you may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. Good way to get rid of wounds and all the bad cards. And then finally, reflective vibranium armor. It's a 7 cost tech Black Panther tech card for combat and tech ambush. Wound each villain and the mastermind. If a master strike would occur, you may reveal this card to KO that strike and wound the mastermind instead. Oh, nice. Very nice. All right, so he's all about wounding. And last but not least, our last one is going to be General Okoye. Okoye? So we have, just trying to separate them. Here we go. Her common is To My Last Breath. It's a whatever that brown symbol is, the little head. 2 attack, ambush, draw a card, and you may draw a card to get +1 attack. If you do, gain a wound. 5 copies of that. Then 2 cost, or 4 cost, 2 attack, you may gain a shield officer. And then if it has that punch symbol, instead you may KO a shield officer or wound from your hand to get +2 attack. So this card lets you get them and then lets you KO them to get +2 attack. That's kind of interesting. And then, we have the Sovereign Bodyguard, General Okoye, 3 attack. Once per turn, when a player gains a wound, you may reveal this card to return that wound to the wound stack. Draw a card and wound a villain. That's nice. And her ultimate is Direct the Agents of Wakanda, General Okoye. 4 attack. You play a Black Panther card. You may KO a shield hero or wound from your hand to get +2 attack. 7 costs. Nice. All right, let's look at our schemes here. We have 4 new schemes. Well, we'll get to the schemes here in a second. I want to look at the... Let's see here. All right, we have Killmonger and we have Claw. Those are the 2 new masterminds. And each one of these is probably going with a set. So we'll look at these as like a combo. So we have Killmonger, Mastermind. Well, Killmonger has more than 0 attack. You cannot fight him. Instead, you must spend attack equal to his attack to wound him to get +1 recruit. So basically, all these guys that wound and everything, you have to use that against him because he doesn't. You can't fight him unless he's got 0 attack. And he always leads the Killmonger League, which are these guys here. He's only got 5 attacks, so if you put 5 wounds on him, he's, that's... His master, he always leads the Killmonger League, which we'll look at here in a second. But he Master Strike. Each player must reveal 4 different hero classes or gain 1 of the wounds on Killmonger. Any player who cannot do either must discard down to 4 cards. And of course, he's got his 4 different aspects, which we won't spoil yet. We have Venom, Killmonger League, Venom, Ambush, Wound Venom. Each player may discard a wound. Each player may discard a card to wound Venom again. And then Escape. Choose which player gain each of Venom wounds. Divide them as evenly as possible. He's got 9 attack, or 9 life. Baron McCreeb. 5 attack. Ambush. A villain from your victory battle enters the city. Wound that villain, then wound Baron McCrabe a number of times equal to that villain's hit victory points. Then we have Malice, 4 attack, Ambush. Return a wound from the mastermind and each villain to the wound stack. While Malice has more than 0 attack, you cannot fight her. Instead, you may spend attack equal to her attack to wound her and rescue a bystander. So she's kind of like Killmonger. And then last we have Privy. 3 attack, Ambush. Each player reveals a brown head hero or gains a wound that was on the mastermind or villain. While Pivy has more than 0 attack, you cannot fight him. Instead, you must spend attack equal to his attack to wound him and draw a card. Ew. This is a kind of a interesting, brutal combat. These guys, yeah, very cool. All right, let's see what we got here. We have Claw, Mastermind. All right, 8 attack. Claw is double empowered by the color of his sonic frequency. So he's 8 plus double whatever his sonic frequency is, which maybe it'll tell us what that is here in a second. He always leads the enemies of Wakanda. Master Strike. Put the top card of the hero deck next to Claw as a sonic frequency. Putting any previous frequency at the bottom of the hero deck. Each player must reveal a card that shares a color with it or gains a wound. So, drawing a card, and that's where he gets his frequency from. One of our hero cards will tell him what color he's double empowered. So, obviously, like, if this card was out there, you would have double empower brown. If this card was out there, it'd be double empower red, etc. So, and of course, he's got his 4. So he could be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 to attack him. That could be brutal. Woo! All right, what else do we have? We have 1 copy of Reverend Archibald. Empowered by red, Reverend Archibald becomes a scheme twist that takes effect immediately when he escapes. He becomes a scheme twist. That's cool. 6 attack. 1 copy of Zenzi. Empowered by Brown. Ambush. Zenzi captures a bystander for each brown hero in the headquarters. 5 attack. There's 2 copies of Tentu. Empowered by Blue. Ambush. Put a hero from the headquarters that isn't empowered. Ambush. Put a hero from the headquarters that isn't empowering any enemies of Wakanda at the bottom of the hero deck. Fight. Same effect. Okay. And Kara. 4 attack. Empowered by Green Fist. And fight. KO one of your heroes. 2 copies of Nightshade. Empowered by Tech cards. Fight. Get +1 recruit for each Tech hero in the headquarters. And it's only 3 to fight Nightshade. So, some kind of easier ones. But some that are going to be messing with what heroes are out there in this supply. So that's going to be interesting as well. So, last but not least, let's look at our schemes. We have Provoke a Clash of Nations scheme. We need 11 twists. That's a lot of twists. Twists 1 to 8 without talking. All players simultaneously vote with a fist, a palm, or 2 fingers. Break ties at random. Then only you discard your hand and draw 6 cards. You must do the vote task below by the end of the turn, or stack this twist next to the mastermind as in a international crisis. Fist is wisdom. Defeat a non-henchman villain or mastermind tactic. A palm is diplomacy. Play 3 heroes that share a hero class. And 2 fingers is commerce. Recruit 1 hero from the headquarters. Twist 9 to 11. Do all 3 tasks this turn. Or add an international crisis. Evil wins at 6 international crises. So, this one, probably not great for solo because you're going to be trying to decide which one of these you can complete. Either wisdom, diplomacy, or commerce. And trying to work together, but obviously if you're the only one playing, you don't have much to work with. Might be a good for multiplayer, but I don't know. That one seems a little weird. Have I ever run into Devil Dinosaur either as a villain or hero deck? No. Except for Venom, a couple of villains that never got major attention. Yeah. We have the Poison Lakes with Nanite Microbots. Set up twists equal to 5 plus the number of players, 30 wounds in a wound stack. For a scheme twist, stack that twist next to the scheme as an infected nanite. Wound the mastermind there for each infected nanite. Wound a hero in the headquarters, dividing these wounds as evenly as possible. Special rules. Whenever you recruit a hero, or it leaves the headquarters, pay 1 recruit less for each wound on it, and choose players to gain those wounds. Divide them as evenly as possible. Whenever a wound or KO from anywhere, return it to the bottom of the wound stack. Evil wins when the wound stack or villain deck runs out. So it's all about wounding. Wounding everyone to get all the wounds out of the wound stack, I guess. Plundering Wakanda's Vibranium. Set up 10 twists, which represent the Vibranium. Put any Vibranium from the city into an escape vial. A bystander enters the city with 3 attack. Smuggler. Villains with fight rescue this as a bystander. With the highest fight villain capturing this twist. Put the top card of the hero deck next to the scheme as a Vibranium attunement. Put in a previous attunement at the bottom of the hero deck. Special rules. A villain holding Vibranium is empowered by the color of the Vibranium attunement. When you defeat them, put the Vibranium in your victory pile. It's worth 3 victory points. When 4 Vibranium are in the escape pile, the villain deck runs out. Evil wins. So it's all about playing the scheme twist as Vibranium. Seize the Wakanda throne. 6 twists. If the mastermind has a throne favor, they send it to stock the twist next to the scheme as a tribe of Wakanda defeated. Otherwise, the mastermind gains a throne's favor. Shuffle the twists back into the villain deck and then play a card from the villain deck. Whenever you fight the mastermind, you gain the throne's favor. When there are 5 tribes of Wakanda that have been defeated, makes sense. Interesting, very, very different and complex schemes. Not like very straightforward, but there you go. That is what you get. I need to separate these cards so that I can put these in my little box. So you get obviously Black Panther, you get Princess Shuri, you get Queen Storm of Wakanda, you get White Wolf, and you get General Okoye. You get 4 new schemes. You get Claw and his mastermind plus his 8 enemies of Wakanda. And then you get, last but not least, Killmonger and his setup with the Killmonger League and his allies. So that is what you get inside the Legendary Black Panther. Good stuff. So there you go. I'm going to be doing my unboxing here of Sentinels of Earth Prime coming up shortly. I wanted to get this done first, get this put away, and then we'll be back for that one in a little bit. Until then, my friends, thanks for coming by. Not a bad little set, and hopefully we'll get these guys on the table sometime soon. They do have some very interesting and unique rules that I have never seen yet. So I'm going to have to review some of this stuff and see about getting these guys to the channel. More Legendary coming. We got a few more expansions headed our way as well. So thanks everyone for coming out, and we'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.